Brothers, 900 people are continuing to hoist large, extremely heavy objects. Do you know how heavy this thing is? If we're the ones lifting this thing this time, I keep wondering whether we can actually lift it. Let's drive in first, go in and lift the smaller one. After we finish with the small one, I don't know if they'll ask us to lift the big one. Even though this is the smaller one, its weight already exceeds 300 tons. And when lifting this, our crane has to operate in this particular way. Do you know why? All right, brothers. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. It's now 8 o'clock in the morning, and we've already arrived punctually at the entrance of the factory. Now we're just waiting for their people to come over for inspection. Once the inspection is done, we'll drive in. At 8:30 in the morning, brothers, the supervisors came over for the inspection. After the inspection, we're getting ready to drive in. Once inside, we'll set up the truck properly. Looks like we'll be lifting today. It's just at point 27. And the breeding stock has also arrived. After we finished unloading everything and the inspection was done, the supervisor told us to drive straight into the factory area. Once we got to this entrance, we still had to register at the duty office. Before entering the factory area, we need to register first. We'll get down and register, and after that, our crane truck will drive straight in. Brothers, we've been to this factory area before. It's just that we're working with a different company for the lifting this time. We're also lifting large components, some of them weigh over 300 tons. In total, we have to lift 4 of them. And this time, there's also a large crawler crane working together with us. The 2 cranes will lift together, raising the components up to the building. Hey, it looks like the road ahead is blocked and we can't go through. I need to get out and see what's going on. The traffic cones have all been set up, so this road is closed, guys. It's blocked here. Let me check where we should go, see if there's an intersection up ahead. This vehicle is blocking the way here. Well, guys, that's a huge electric truck. It's really big. What is it hauling? It should be a transformer, right? Guys, can you count how many wheels this truck has? This is also a cable-laying vehicle, and it has 2 rows of wheels in the middle as well. I'm thinking now, this huge transformer, if we can't use it, should we try lifting it down with our 900-ton crane and that big crawler? You know how heavy this thing is? It's all wheels. This is the first time we've ever seen such a massive, heavy-duty transport vehicle, guys. We went ahead to clear the site. It was me. Still have to take a detour on this road. Still detouring, guys. This vehicle is at least 100 meters long. At the very least 100 meters. I'll go. We still can't get through up ahead. Let's back the crane up. Boss, just to be clear, guys, we're not using our crane and that big rig to lift this thing. We're lifting something else. We couldn't lift this even if we tried. I've heard it weighs 400 or 500 tons. Let's take a detour and go around from the other side. Their vehicle doesn't have any time restrictions for us. Compared to theirs, our vehicle is like a little brother. Now that's what you call a real construction vehicle. I thought we were supposed to lift that big one, but they said we don't need to use our crane for it. It seems like they're just gonna move it directly sideways. There's no way a crane could lift it unless you had 2 or 3 huge cranes working together. These are the ones that were called. There's still one more that hasn't arrived yet, guys. This heavy one is a 300 tonner. They're parked by the roadside, which makes it hard for our crane to get through. This width is just right. I'll watch and guide him, then he can slowly drive forward. Go, 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 it's fine. Go, just keep close to the line on the left, just stay right there and you'll be fine. Go. I guarantee it, just keep going, no problem. It's wide on the right side, plenty of space on the right, go that way. Just keep going straight like this, there's no problem. I'm right here. We're gonna use the crawler to lift this tank just like last time, guys, but here we can't get in this road here. I think backing in here is a bit risky, but Master Liu just checked the road and it's fine, just back straight in. Let's hurry up and set up the truck today and see if we can lift a few. There are 5 in total today. Master Yang just drives straight up, turn right and head up, then back in right here. Move over to the side. Master Liu, stay close to the left and keep an eye on things in a bit. I think we need to raise the bridge a little, otherwise the base won't be able to get up. Alright. Let's raise the bridge a bit higher. Go ahead, it's fine now. Go. Arrived. Yeah, the chassis has been raised a bit. Keep reversing. Arrived. No problem. Everything's fine on this side. Keep going. All right. Right now our chassis is adjusted so the front is high, the back is low. Hey you guys, I remember not long ago in Hunan, didn't you use the sports channel? After backing up, let's stop for a moment and lower the bridge a bit first, otherwise the front will be high and the back low, which won't work.
First of all, when we park, the necessary safety measures still aren't in place, and then the flatbed trucks should move in order one by one. Alright, let's avoid any conflict since the space here is limited. Okay, and everyone please pay attention to safety. Let's go down and pull it together.
Alright. After the pre-shift meeting, we'll quickly get the vehicles folded. It seems like today they're gonna move the crane that's currently behind us and put it in place. This weighs 300 tons. This is the track that was removed earlier. This is the position we measured ourselves. If we lift from the inside, we need to lift a bit more weight. Because if we lift from the outside, the crane can't unload it independently, so we can only lift from the inside. But actually, lifting from the inside is fine too. We can get a small team to help, and our 900-ton crane has absolutely no problem lifting from the inside. So let's get the crane set up first and see if we can get everything ready this morning. Once it's all done, we can go off for lunch at noon. Okay, alright, let me just take a quick look at what we have here just to make sure. Wow, guys, this company we're working with this time is really great. They've already brought us lunch and it's just after 11 o'clock. They delivered the food for us to eat. This is honestly really nice, really nice. So let's eat first and then get back to work. Time to eat, everyone. Food looks good. Look, they even provide meals here. That's really great. I was thinking we'd finish fixing up the crane and then go out to eat, but this is even better. They managed to get the crane back up, and now it's 11:30. We'll eat first, and after lunch, we'll continue attaching the counterweights. Once that's done, we'll hook up the lifting hook. After we finish eating, we won't take a break, then the workers can go back and rest. But we still have to work overtime to get the crane assembled, because they need to start lifting at 2 p.m. The site supervisor here has already told us that it's fine to work through lunch and do some overtime. We're about to get started quick, just need to change into our gear and get to work. While the workers are taking their lunch break, we'll hurry up and get the crane set up so we don't delay their lifting work in the afternoon. They've even brought us lunch here so we can eat and then work a bit harder at noon. This is part of our job and it doesn't really affect us. Even if they hadn't brought us food, since the supervisor has given instructions, we need to cooperate as required. After cleaning up the black hole, we're getting ready to change the hook and see if we can turn it around here. No problem, guys. At first, Master Liu asked me if we could turn it around, and I said yes. If it turns out we can't, then that's on me, I misjudged it. No problem, it's just right here. Guys, just right for us to reach the spot. On the flatbed with the hook chain, this time we're using a big 250-ton hook. Alright, leave it for now, and carefully cross-check your list, just to be absolutely sure. After all, it really does seem like the flowers, those vibrant, colorful flowers, are definitely blocking your way up the mountain. Are we going or not? What you all say doesn't count, what I say goes. Well, you know, that's definitely more than good enough. A little bit really doesn't matter at all. Guys, please take a much closer look at our 80-ton hook. When compared to this massive 250-ton hook, is honestly just really something truly remarkable to see, wouldn't you agree? The difference is like night and day. But even our 250-ton hook is nothing compared to the hook on that big crawler crane. For this lift, we're using a 14-pot line because the site here requires a maximum lifting capacity of 200 tons. So our maximum real-time line configuration is enough. Master, they're changing the hook first, so I'll go buy 2 bottles of water for them to drink. It's really hot. Now it's just past 1 o'clock. Even though the sun isn't out much, it's still hot. We'll be starting work at 2 o'clock, so the timing is just right. Come on, come on. Here's some water. You guys are working hard. Hey, brothers, it's not that I don't want to go up and help with the rigging. It's just that there are already enough people up there. If I go up too, there won't be any room left. This is our 250-ton big hook. On this big hook, there are 11 pulleys. The hook itself has 11 pulleys, while the boom head above only has 9 pulleys. If we really want to use this 250-ton hook at full capacity, the boom head would also need to be replaced with a heavy-duty boom. Now we have finished everything. It is not even 2 o'clock yet. Only 11. We have finished the boom, and we can start hoisting when the workers come to work in the afternoon. Everything's ready, brothers. It's now 1:33, and the workers are gradually arriving. We're about to start lifting. This is a 650-ton crawler, and we'll use 2 cranes to lift it up. It's the same size as the last crawler we worked with. All the safety measures are in place, so now we're just waiting for the workers to start the lift. But first, we'll have them hold a meeting to get ready. This steel cable is even thicker than my hand, brothers. Here's a reference. This is a brick. Take a look. They're attaching the cables now. Once we finish with ours, they'll attach the cable to the crawler. Our 200-ton crane is working over here too, brothers. You went back? All right, bye-bye. Take it easy on the road. He's been working here for almost a month. We came and he left. This steel cable is really tough to handle. How many people are pulling it? All together now on 2-2 heat. A little faster. Brothers, without 5 or 6 people working together, there's just no way to get this steel cable in place. It's just too heavy, really way too heavy. But fortunately, our workers are very strong, and they hung it up in no time. Now the wire rope of our vehicle has been hung up, and then we tighten it a little bit, ready to hang the crawler crane. All right, this hook, guys, my God, our hook is 250 tons. It's nothing compared to this one. Brothers, do you know how big this hook is? It's a double drum hoist. Now that all 10 people have finished attaching everything, we're about to start lifting. It's already past 3 in the afternoon. I guess by the time we finish hoisting this in today, it'll pretty much be time to get off work, because the first pile definitely won't go in that quickly. Everything's ready, brothers. About to start lifting now. This time for our lift, we're lifting one end from the inside, and we need to lift the heavier side about 180 to 190 tons. Oh, I misspoke, brothers. The total weight is 300 tons, and we need to lift 180 to 190 tons. The crawler crane will lift the other end from the outside. It just needs to support a bit from the outside. When it's time to move it in, it will crawl along the wall and follow it in. It's already 5 in the afternoon, brothers, and we still haven't moved it in yet. The main thing is they still have to unload one more piece. The crawler crane will unload it by itself. We don't need to use our crane for that. Meanwhile, we need to stay here and see if our crane is going to give us any trouble. If it does, we'll figure out what to do then anyway. Just let them handle it. With things going like this, it looks like we'll have to work overtime again tonight. When the time comes, the 650-ton crawler will be lifted directly from the road, then rotated and placed inside. They asked us to stay here so that if any issues come up, they can easily find us. That's fine, no problem. He hasn't started pulling yet, but the wire rope has been hung up and the winch is pulling it in. This time we lifted it inside and things went smoothly for us. We've already unhooked the crane. We've unhooked, so let's pack up the truck first. After we're done, we'll wait for the crawler crane to finish on their end and see if they need us to lift the other one. Now we've already unhooked on our side, so we're just waiting for the crawler crane to place it inside. Meanwhile, our food has been delivered, so we're going to eat here for now. Then, let's see if the crawler crane can lift it and get it inside on its own, and whether it can fit through. We'll also see if our crane is needed or not. If it is needed, then our crane will have to get involved again. Let's see what dishes they brought us for dinner tonight. Just looking at this meal, you can tell it's going to be filling, guys. Let's wait for Liu to come down together, then we'll eat. Wow, guys, they're really fast with this. As soon as our truck was unloaded, they started slowly moving things inside. But even though they're quick here, they won't be lifting the next one. They said it's getting a bit late, so they won't be lifting anything tonight. They'll come back tomorrow to do it, and we're ready to get off work today. The next morning when I came over, they still hadn't moved things in yet. They were still tying the ropes. Now it's already 8:30. I arrived a bit late, and in the end they asked us to move our crane out of the way first. Otherwise the crawler crane can't get in by itself. Let's hurry up and pack up the crane and get it out of here. If things don't go smoothly, we might have to lift one, then pack up, then lift another, and pack up again one by one. There are still 2 more that need to be moved in, and there's also a new one coming in. The crawler crane has already got the ropes in place and is getting ready to lift, so on our side, let's hurry up and pack up the crane. This time, Master Liu said to just remove the counterweight directly, leaving only a little over 40 tons, and then we'll just drive the crane forward. We're doing it this way because we've already communicated with the site, and the ground here is perfectly fine. It's very solid, so that's why we're operating like this. This saves both time and effort. We'll keep 40 tons of counterweight on the crane, plus a 25-ton pallet, and just drive forward like this. They've already secured everything on their end and are about to start turning it inside. We have to move forward so they can turn it. This truck is carrying 240 tons, and it really has a lot of wheels, but not as many as the one we saw yesterday, guys. 8 lines. Guys, this is our current situation. We're moving forward. Master Liu, where should we unload first? Seriously. Take a look, guys. This 650-ton crawler crane is really impressive. It's even more powerful than our 900-ton one, honestly. Even though ours is 900 tons, our lifting capacity definitely can't match that 650-ton one. It can lift and rotate independently, and then movers can't do that. The only advantage of our 900-ton crane is that it's convenient and quick to relocate. What about a 150-ton one? I go. Guys, this truck also looks really long, but most of its length is actually hidden in the rear wheels. See those at the front? A few can be lifted up. Did you notice? Sando. Once the crawler crane lifts and sets it in place, our crane needs to quickly move over, set up, and then attach the counterweights. We can't keep everyone waiting for us too long. Put on your safety harnesses, guys. Get ready to go up and attach the counterweights. These are the safety harnesses that come with our truck. Each truck comes with 3 harnesses. While we're repositioning and setting up the crane, the workers can have their lunch here. It seems that their workers did not go back to rest at noon today. They ate here directly and brought the food to us. These workers aren't taking a lunch break either. It's just past 12 and they're already getting started attaching the ropes to lift us up. Our crane still needs to move forward a bit. Guys, the main thing is that attaching these ropes is taking over an hour. The ropes are just too thick and hard to secure, plus they have to adjust them left and right later on. Once the ropes are properly attached, we won't waste any time and we'll lift it straight up. Since it's still early today, after we finish the lift, our crane will need to pack up and then the crawler crane will have to be brought in separately for unloading. Even though we can unhook from the front first, we still can't leave. We have to wait until they're done unloading, check the time, and then see if we need to turn the truck around to set up again. The speed of falling in today is quite fast. Brothers, our crane is unhooked, and then we are waiting for the crawler to be sent in, and then our crane will be retracted immediately and drive forward. The workers here are moving really fast, guys. We haven't even finished packing up our truck, and they've already got everything in place up there. After we collected the truck, we waited for the crawler crane to throw in the 300-ton crane. The third crane we lifted was only 300 tons. The first one was more than 280 tons, and the second one was more than 240 tons. We've already moved our truck forward and positioned it properly, so now we're just waiting for the crawler crane to bring in that 300-ton piece. Can't walk any further, guys. It's bottomed out here, but we still need to move forward. This board should be able to be extended upwards. Once the engine is started, it can be pushed upwards. Now there's nothing for us to do. We'll just wait for the crawler crane to fall in by itself and watch it perform. It was almost 6, 0 in the evening when it fell in. Let's back up the truck, set up the outriggers, and then we can call it a day. We'll hang the remaining counterweights tomorrow. Well, we finally got off work early today. 6, 0. All right, guys, that's the end of this video. Thank you all. Thank you for following my fishing routine. Thanks.